Hello Libra, welcome all my Libra fan. This is your collective reading for February 1st through 15th of 2019. This is for all Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am also a Libra, so this affects me as well. So I get a little excited during the reading. I apologize. So we'll just begin. Thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirits, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow everyone, all Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. I also thank you for opening our hearts and minds to receive the information that is meant for us. And we thank you, Divine Spirit, for your presence and your guidance. Thank you so much. You are always appreciated and very welcome here. Okay, so the here and now. Decisions. Well, not necessarily decisions, but more about observations. Blast from the past. Well, some of you are having some blast from the past from somebody that you would like to have a romantic relationship with. Possibly a fire sign or just something that's very light your fire kind of good. So, hey. And here is your career, finance, and near future. I'm throwing in near future in there because not everybody's interested in career and finance. Some people want to know what the future holds. So that is the section. So we have three things here: relationship, love life, and spiritual life. And now we've got career, finance, and near future. So Page of Cups. This is holding your cards to your chest. Possibly someone is crushing on you and not telling you. Or the opposite, you crushing on them and not telling them. The cup generally stands for emotional feeling, so it's about love and or attraction. But it can also be regarding an offer of a new job, and you're just keeping your cards to your chest, not letting anybody in on the secret until you have something for sure. And that is the wise way to do it. So this is looking at your options, okay, and studying which way might best suit you at this moment. Now, for some of you, it may be keeping your options open, which is allowing the two choices to be there and going about it in a way. Sometimes you just go right up the middle, okay? If you don't want to go left or right, or you want to have both of these options, you take the center road. So that's always there if that's what you choose. I had somebody say that, and it just binged back into my mind whenever I was holding that card. So we've got the Judgment card here. This is a blast from the past. This is something coming back around, a new chance, to second chance, or something being resurrected. Something that you thought was no longer an option is now resurfacing. It can be a person, a place, or a thing. Then we have the Nine of Cups, which is getting your heart's desire granted. This is the universe saying yes to something that you want, okay? It's giving you the opportunity. And to back that up, it's showing the Ace of Cups. This is a divine blessing for that opportunity. This is the universe giving you love and light, a new cycle, the Holy Grail, which is the elixir of life, and the blessing of the divine inside that cup. So this is a huge blessing as far as allowing you to go forth and prosper. Now we have the Ace of Wands. This is in the love life section. So for some of you, this is a new fiery, passionate relationship. For others, this is talking about something that you are passionate about. It may be a person or just the passion of creativity that goes on whenever we have the moment of deciding what we want to do with our life. So for some of you, this is talking about the job, because if you don't have, if you're either single and you know there's no chance of you wanting to ever be with anybody, or if you're in a relationship that's already rock solid, this is talking about work. okay, because it is a rod and it means having something to do with a new job, taking action. That's what the rods are about, and it's very passionate. Now, passionate meaning something you really desire to do. If it's just having the energy of this fire energy, it's talking about something reigniting you, okay? Now we have this Page of Swords. This is someone who's coming in to give you some divine information or a message, which may have to do with, well, definitely has to do with what's going on with this rod. Now, we have, and besides the fact, let me remind you, it is an ace. Aces are gifts from the universe, so this is an opportunity. This little page here is coming in to kind of whisper in your ear, give you some information, and then we've got the Four of Pentacles. So this is stability and groundedness. Now realize that you see how he's holding the coins. He's really controlling that, really grasping onto it. You've got to remember this negative energy of holding something at bending it to your will. You've got to allow the flow. So please remember that you can't. You can have a strong foundation without having somebody in a chokehold. So don't be in fear. Allow yourself to breathe and let the other person breathe as well. You don't have to know where they are 24 hours a day. If you do feel that compulsion, then you don't trust them, and you need to work on that. So, and sometimes they're not trustworthy. That's all a whole different story. So, Three of Wands. This is looking out into the future for your next adventure. Looking into the horizon, waiting for your ship to come in, okay? Leaving behind the old, ready to start a new beginning here, okay? Usually has to do with work. Now we have the Strength card, which is telling you you have what it takes to get to where you want to go. This is where you have to have the faith to have the strength, to have the courage, to walk beside this lion. And the lion represents the universe here, is protection for you, to guide you on your path, to help you get the goal that you're shooting for. Now, if somebody was to jump in front of this lion, he'd make short work of them. So this is saying, you have my blessing and my protection if you can trust me. Okay? You have to trust. This adventure depends on your trust in the universe. And then we have the Fool. So the Fool is a major arcana card, and it is the very first one. It's the 0 in the major arcana. So in numerology, 0 begins the numbers, not the 1. 0 is first. And this 0 is the unbroken circle of life, okay, or cycle of life. So what this means is that this particular ending and new beginning happens simultaneously, and in such a way that he's not even disturbed on his little pedestal. Not one little hair is ruffled on his head, because he doesn't drop anything he's got juggling, and he's able to proceed as though nothing happened. Just keep on moving forward, okay? So this is this is the way everybody wants things to go, without a gap, okay? From smooth as silk, just going from one thing into the next. So now we have, and I like to say this, and I'm going to say this because they're saying it in my ear, you won't miss a paycheck. That's the smooth transition without a gap, okay? So we want to thank you, angels, archangels, divine pure white light, divine spirit, spirit guides, gods, and goddesses. Thank you so much for being present here to allow Libra, sun, moon, and rising to have the information they seek to assist them in remaining on their highest possible spiritual path. Thank you so much, Divine. We welcome your presence here, and we thank you for your information and guidance, as always. Here we have the Hanged Man. And so you're in that place of holding pattern, of not saying, you're not revealing what the cards say, you know, what your cards say, what your hand is. Like if you're playing poker, you don't want everybody to see your hand. So you're holding that to yourself, and you're in the Hanged Man position, which means you're in the observation position. This is allowing things. Being the observer is very powerful. It gives you the perspective that you need without feeling like it's solely on your shoulders. So just let things go naturally. Let things work themselves out. Here is the Two of Wands, where you're saying, I'm just going up the middle. I've got my own path. This is the Six of Cups, which is soul family. And the soul family is agreements. I'm sorry, I always hiccup, so apologize. The soul family is agreements that were made by spiritual beings to go through many life cycles together to help learn the lessons that are supposed to be learned here in this realm. So as different timelines go by, the lessons are still there. And these people will feel a close bond with you, or you to them, because it'll feel like you've known them your whole life. Sometimes we get around children that feel like their soul is just really, they've got so much wisdom in them that they've been through this before. This is also true of people who are friends that gravitate toward you and you feel like you've known them your whole life. You trust them immediately. So these people are surrounding you right now. We have the Judgment card, which is something coming back around, and whatever it is brings you an upgrade in your lifestyle. So this is the Hollywood card. This is the Chariot. This means a victory. This means, it can mean travel. It also means having a change in status. So a definite upgrade, like George and Wheezy. That's what I always sing, that song, Moving On Up. And then here is the Nine of Cups with the Two of Swords. So the universe is saying yes, and you're saying, but wait a minute, I don't have enough information. So this is a definite yes from the universe and cause for celebration. And you're saying, but hang on, I'm not ready to make that choice yet. I'm not ready to go all in yet. They've given me the offer. I need to look at it. That's that Hanged Man talking to you right there. This is a self-imposed position in the Hanged Man. You can let yourself down at any time, but this is definitely your own doing. So is the Two of Swords, because this is the Libra. We have our own mental stuff we're going through. Not bad, just we like to think things through. Ace of Cups, blessings from the universe, brand new beginning. It can be in love, it can be in work, but definitely a good blessing on your life and success. So the Death card, this means that whatever debris or whatever old thing that you were attached to, you have to release it and let it go so that you can start this new cycle. And the good thing about the Death card is that it does cut loose all old ties, and it's like a bulldozer if you think about it. It plows its little, or sticks its blade in the ground, not little because it's big. It sticks its blade in the ground, it goes about 3 to 5 inches deep, and then it starts to push forward. So when it clears the path, there's brand new dirt. It's very smooth, it's very level, okay? And you can start to build something new on it immediately. So this is a necessary thing. Then we go into having this Ace of Wands, and for some of you, it's definitely talking about work, because here is the Apprentice card. That's bringing in the extra abundance by whatever the new thing is you're going to learn. And that's a wonderful thing. Never stop learning. Never turn down an opportunity to learn. That's the one thing no one can take from you is knowledge. Here is the Page of Swords, which is some information coming in and telling you to remain in faith to all believers. This is a joker in this deck, but I keep it in the deck because it does reinforce the need to commit yourself to believing in something you cannot see with your natural eyes, because as you commit and believe, that is your exercise of faith, which actually brings it to you. So we've got the Four of Pentacles next, which is the little bit of financial fear, but this is the Hermit, which is saying just, get yourself realigned. Your energy isn't right. That's why you're in the fear. So you've got to reground and regroup and let all your chakras be realigned and do meditation or yoga, whatever it is you got to do. But it's talking about going within and getting your own spirit nourished and fed, okay? Then we have the Three of Wands, which is the new beginning, and the Queen of Wands, or she's the Queen of Rods. So the difference between the wands and the rods is the wands have a metal apparatus on the end of them. Okay, and the rods have a blooming flower, which means fertility and abundance, okay? So this is, I call this my work mode. I have the Queen of Rods tendency when it comes to my work. I have always been that way. It's something I do. When I get in work mode, I have a different energy. I know lots of other people who do the same thing. So this is definitely an entrepreneurial energy for some of us. I definitely have that, and because that is what this fiery person is all about, is being in charge. Now you've got the Strength card with the lion saying, don't be in fear, keep moving forward, we will get to the goal. And the Six of Rods is coming home victorious from the battle. This is winning the battle. This is the hero's welcome. This is being seen head and shoulders above the rest, being chosen, okay? So that's what this was all about, was allowing yourself to be moved the right direction and believe that you are being guided by divine. Now, you've got the Fool card, which is not missing a beat, being able to go from one thing to the next without anything stopping you or causing any kind of mix-up or upset. Okay, everything's smooth. And right on top of that is that same Nine of Cups that you had earlier. So this is all about having the thing that you have been asking for and asking for and asking for. It's showing up. Okay, so whatever it is that you wanted, your goals, your dreams, they're attainable. This is coming through for you, Libra. I wish you all the best. And if you can believe it, it can happen. You've just got to be able to focus and see it happening and allow yourself to be moved. When you get intuitive pushes from the universe, it will do it. So many blessings to you. I hope you have a wonderful first half of February. And don't forget, we do have the Daily Mystic. It's a membership. There's a join button down here somewhere. And by doing that, what you're doing is basically donating money to my channel. And I am in exchange, it's really not a donation because you're getting something. I am in exchange for that support. I am giving you more than 20 readings, it's 20 to 23 readings a month on the daily energy. And that is a group effort from all of us, because it's a really nice group of people, to constantly remain in positive affirmation, so that when we start each day, life is pretty tough, and sometimes we need to just be in agreement as we read the messages of the day and help support each other. And that's what that little group is all about. So if you want to join, be my guest. If not, don't worry, these remain free, and I'll see you twice a month for the free readings. Many blessings to you. Remember, if you'd like a private reading, please go to royalmystic.com. And I love you all. Thank you for everything. I couldn't be doing this without you. Many blessings. Namaste.